How did this happen? You guys, I have my own crash footage to review on this channel. I thought the day would never come, but here we are with my my beloved S-Works in basically two pieces. You don't see that too often. You can tell I'm a little banged up. The pain meds are working their magic. Hopefully that's not too obvious. I'm going to be fine, though. Here's the good news. I didn't break anything that's not going to heal. Had a wonderful doctor put me together, my collarbone together surgically a couple of days ago. Have a compression fracture in my pelvis, compression fracture in one of my vertebrae. It's looking like a really good outcome, though. And don't you guys worry. I'm going to be back out there. But for now, I need to take it easy. But I had some thoughts on safety in our sport that were fresh on my mind. I just needed to get them out there. So I wanted to play the footage and talk about how this happened and maybe how this could have been prevented. So with that said, let's dive into some race footage. Okay, so we're last lap of the Cal Aggie Criterium P12 field. Season opener here in NorCal. That was my teammate you saw on the purple bike on the left, Team Mike's bikes. And yeah, we're inside of 1 kilometer to go. It's looking really good. Heart rate's 160 beats per minute. I've just had a great race. Fitness is good. It's 158 beats per minute. You don't often see this inside of 1K to go instead of a 70-minute criterium in the P12 field. I'm really liking my position here. You can see my teammate's going to move up on the left here. And one last corner to go. And then it's about a 450 drag race to the finish. This is a good finish for me. I want to be about 5th wheel or 6th wheel into that last corner. And that's about where I'm at. I still have a teammate in front of me, so that's good too. And I'm just going to play this through. So as you can see, not the best outcome for me, not what I was hoping for in the season opener. But if we go back and we play this one more time in slow motion, the audio actually tells a bigger story. So my hubs make this obnoxiously loud sound when I'm freewheeling, when I'm coasting. And then you can hear me actually grab the brakes and start to slide. So why was everybody slowing down into that corner? I still don't know the answer to that. 99 times out of 100, people are speeding up with 450 meters to go, not slowing down. I did everything I could. You can see from this different angle, you can see me start to slide before I crash. I even had a pretty decent gap in front of me coming into that corner. But that's the thing with bike racing, right? Unpredictable things happen all the time, and you always want to give yourself an out. And that's the mistake that I made, is I didn't have an out in this moment. There's this trade-off. You know, on one hand, I could go this entire race and have 5 feet between me and the rider in front of me. I would be getting almost no draft, and I'm never going to win a bike race that way, but it's a lot safer. On the other hand, I could always have an inch of space between me and the rider in front of me, and I'll get a great draft, but I introduce more risk for an incident like this to happen. There's this risk-reward balance you have to consider to find success in this sport. And in the final moments of a race, you might have a higher risk tolerance because you're rewarded with a much greater draft. And in this case, I didn't give myself a big enough buffer. Something really unpredictable happened. Riders were slowing down when they're usually speeding up, and I just couldn't stop in time. I didn't have an out because we were in the middle of a corner. It was just a perfect storm of factors, and it was one of these like 1 in 1,000 things where I ended up crashing. And this isn't blame on the riders in front of me, just to be clear. Like, in fact, I feel awful that I caused other people to crash. I am thankful that I had the worst of it, that other people didn't break bones or anything like that. Rule number 1 is protect your front wheel, and I failed to do that. This is part of our sport, you guys. I hate to say it. It's not the first time I've crashed. This is my 2nd collarbone fracture, in fact. And it probably won't be my last crash. It's just a nature of the sport, and I think success comes from finding those moments when we are willing to tolerate more risk in order to benefit from a larger reward. I hope that makes sense. Hopefully this wasn't just a ramble, and I'll be hopefully pumping out some more videos as I begin the healing process here, and the outpouring of support from this community, it's truly something special. So I have so many people to thank for all the help I've already gotten just in these first few days. Love this sport, love this community, and I'll be talking to you guys again real soon.